Hi friends, thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with me today. Today is going to be a fun video, I hope. And FYI, I think I have fixed the microphone problem. My last video, I started to finally start using the microphone because I bought them. I already explained all that in the last video, and I keep forgetting to use them. I figured it out. One, the little fuzzy thing, I should not be using that unless I'm outside. I'm just so used to using the microphones when I am outside, I forget the fuzzy thing doesn't need to be on when we're inside. I also had an extra microphone on top of my camera that works great if I'm maybe a lot in the kitchen sometimes. No, even in the kitchen I should be using my microphone. Anyway, it picks up everything, but I think it was just too much, so I took that off. I did a little test. I listened. Things sound a lot clearer, so please let me know down in the comments if this is better for you all. I think it is. It sounds better to my ears, so hopefully I'll remember to use them going forward. As I said, today I hope is going to be a fun video. And I know I said I was not going to buy any more crochet kits. I have been burned one too many times, but this one I had purchased before I made that decision, and it is the Squishmallows Froggy. I purchased this for two reasons. One, Grace was with me, and when she saw this, she went crazy. Grace loves frogs, obsessed with frogs, and she also loves the Squishmallows. She doesn't have an insane collection of them. She has a few, but we love looking at the new ones that come out. We just like looking. We don't buy. They're so cute and squishy. So I thought, oh no, she's with me. Well, then I saw the price. It was $5 clearanced. Now, I did buy this at a store in the mall who originally wanted $30 for it, which is insane. I have found them on Amazon. There's several of them, including this frog. I will link it down in the description. At the time of filming this video, they were actually on sale. Whether they still will be when you all watch this, I don't know, but I will link it down below, this particular one, if you want to check it out. You might want to save that decision until after we finish this one and see. But supposedly, it's premium quality. It's got a pre-started pattern. I think they started the magic loop for you before you start. I don't like the magic loop, quite frankly. I really don't like it, but we're going to go with it. And learn to crochet, there's a QR code here. Everything includes everything you need, one set. And then on the back, it shows you everything. Now, I'm going to assume this yarn is probably like the yarn that the Woobles are made out of. Not that I've tried a Woobles kit, just from what I've seen in stores and other videos. And I'm pretty sure the Woobles yarn is t-shirt yarn. That's what this looks like to me. So it looks like we get a hook that is marketed with their symbol, Squishmallows. Some stitch markers, a plastic darning needle, and stuffing and yarn. So it also says you can download the step-by-step guide with video instructions. I hope there's going to be a written instruction in here. But, okay, let's open it and see. So I'm making this today because as of the day of filming, we are exactly 1 week from Easter. And I thought this would be cute to put in Gracie's Easter basket. Yes, my children are young adults. Yes, I made Easter baskets for them years ago. I crocheted some. And I haven't done anything for the last couple years. Like once they both kind of reached 18 and they weren't into it anymore. I didn't do it anymore. And I'm doing this year because I want to. I did a little thing for them for Valentine's Day, and I just thought I want to do a little something for them for Easter because they got such a kick out of the Valentine's baskets. So this I thought would be cute to include with Gracie's basket. So she doesn't know we're doing this. So everyone is supposed to be off limits from coming out here. I've got my little filming sign up on the door, so hopefully I don't get surprised. Okay, so all right, everything is in this one little bag. So we have our polyfill. We'll set that aside for now. We have no written instructions, so I guess I'm going to have to download them. Okay, so the name of this frog is Wendy. This brainy amphibian is the MVP in the chem lab and on the basketball court. When she's not brewing up concoctions or perfecting her jump shot, Wendy loves cuddling up with a good book. So scan to crochet your Squishmallows pal. Okay, we will set that aside for a second and scan that. So we have very little pink yarn, green yarn, and I can see it is started, and yes, it is that t-shirt yarn. Some safety eyes, a little bit of gray, a little bit of black, a plastic darning needle, not my favorite, one more stitch marker, not that I needed them, but I appreciate they include them in case you don't have all that, and a 4mm crochet hook. That's the little symbol they've put on it. Hopefully that is clear. It feels okay. I will start with this. I'll try and use it because I want to use everything in this kit if I can. But obviously, if I start struggling with this, the important thing is making a nice product for Grace. I will switch hooks, but we will try this. So I'm going to go download the pattern, read it over, and we'll get started. It sure hasn't been fun yet. I've just spent the last 15 minutes trying to print out the pattern because all I have on here is my phone, and I need a bigger, I was going to use my little easel here to hold it. This is what I'm getting. I tried printing several times, and this is what comes out. That's a whole bunch of Squishmallows. It's hard to tell, but that's what they are. And then this. No matter what I do, I printed other things to see, is this my printer? Nope, that printed fine. So I guess I'm going to have to use my phone. I don't know. Maybe they don't want you to print it out. I don't know why. I bought the kit. I'm entitled to the pattern regardless. So I guess we'll put this away. And I'll get my phone stand out. I'm going to make sure my phone's turned off. And, oh man, I have terrible eyesight. I should have my, that's just telling you the terms. That's telling you how to make. I just want the pattern. Okay, here we go. This seems to be the pattern. I'm going to get my phone stand. I'm wondering if I should bring my laptop over here because at least that's bigger. It might be easier to read. Maybe I'll do that. Hold on. We're going to try that. Take off our little label, and the label has nothing. It just tells you there's 46 yards. That's it. Yes, and they have started the magic ring. Don't like the magic ring. Okay, says start round 1. Find your pre-assembled magic ring. Okay. Get this gone. If you hear noise, it is my family. Everybody is home a lot lately, so it's hard to film with absolute quiet. And we're just going to increase. Hold on. This yarn is very slippery. Very slippery. But it's soft. Part of me is wondering if I shouldn't. I gotta try this hook. But part of me is like, should we go down to a 3? Because t-shirt yarn is notorious for having gaps. Okay. The hook, not bad so far. Okay, I don't think that's too bad a hook. We're doing pretty good. It's got a nice place to put your thumb. It seems to be gliding through this yarn pretty well. Okay, gonna move that. I'm not sure why they have 2. I guess so you know where your beginning and your end is. What did I do? I took that out and I did something. What did I do? Maybe now I know why they had it. You know what? I'm starting over with the way I like to do it. I don't like the magic ring. I just don't. And then we need 6 stitches, so there's 6. This is why I don't like this, because it's going to go dark on me. Okay. We have our 6 stitches. Now we're going to have to increase around. Okay, already my stitches are tighter than what they did. see that. Like I find they're tighter than what they had done there. There we go. So, okay, no magic ring. And then it's just pretty much a normal increase for the next 12 rounds. Body is done. It said to use all the stuffing, so I did. And I also remember why I hate making teeny amigurumi, because it is killer on my hands. But the body's done. So I still have some green left, but we still have to make it her eyes. So we're going to set that aside, because now we need to pull out the purple, I think it is. I just don't know why I have so much white. Let me see. Yeah, they're using, it's a totally different color on the pattern than what they gave me. So now I'm just wondering, no, all I have is black. I have a lot of white, and there's no white. There's no white in the picture. I don't know what I'm supposed to. It looks, the belly is supposed to be purple, so I'm going to do that. The picture looks like they're using the white. The pattern does not tell me use white yarn, use purple yarn. Can I just say too, the picture of the purple yarn looks like there's a lot more than what I actually got. Let me see. I know how to make a, I will say they give you a lot of instructions on how to make the different stitches. So if you don't know how to do that, and they have lots of really detailed pictures. So that is a plus for someone who, but I never recommend amigurumi as a first time project for anyone who's learning to crochet. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but that's just the way I learn. I definitely don't think amigurumi is easy by any means. And I feel like it can be very frustrating, and you might be apt to give up quicker. So I am not loving the sewing job I did on the belly. I don't even know if I like that white circle. I might be taking that off. I'm going to wait and see how it looks afterwards, but we're going to work on the eyes now. So it's giving you two options. I'm going to go ahead and use the button eyes because Grace is not a baby, so I feel safe doing that, but they also let you know you can embroider them too, which is why they gave you the black. Well, we finished the little frog. Before I show you my finished frog, we're just going to go over a few things. Premium quality. I'm not sure what they mean by that. The safety eyes seemed like everyday normal safety eyes. I apologize for the quality. I'm not sure what happened here after I took a little break and came back, why the microphone started sounding so muffled. It was working great until then, but I don't think it's so annoying that it affects the video too much. Again, I apologize. Now, t-shirt yarn is pricey, so if that's what they mean by premium, then I guess that is right, but I just don't know what premium quality is. I have a lot of the green yarn left, barely any pink, and barely any black, and a little bit of white. It's weird how much green I have left. I find that odd. The stitch markers, I will say that they were pretty much normal stitch markers, maybe just a tad bit cheaper than the ones I have. The hook, I'll be putting this with my hooks. It wasn't a bad little hook. Now,
It is a little bit hard plastic, so there's not much give. I don't know how long I could crochet with it, but it's cute. It has my favorite color, and the metal part was not bad. So that will definitely be going into my hook pile. The pattern, I don't know why you couldn't print it off, but you can absolutely, for the most part, I'd say it's pretty easy to follow. They have very good detailed pictures, and there's also videos that can go along with that if you need them. So I know that could be very much helpful to someone who's just doing this for the first time. The pre-started pattern, I think I called it the magic loop earlier. The magic circle, I've already given my thoughts on that. I don't like it. If you do like it, then that's great. You can just take it apart and do the way you want. I did not get this purple, which I think I would have liked because I ended up taking the white circle off that I had on. I also ended up doing the safety eyes, which I'm happy I did. I did not do the nostrils because no matter what I did, it kind of looked like he had 4 eyes. And I also didn't do these cheeks kind of for the same reason. But I kind of came up with my own idea for the circle. So I was able to use some of this pink to incorporate a little bit more color into him. And I think he turned out pretty good. Are you ready? I should say she. Here is Wendy. I think she's pretty cute. These eyes were off. I took them off 3 times and redid them. I'm not doing it again, so this is as good as they're going to get. As you can see what I did here, so I did a green layer. First I did white, and then I did a green, and then I just weaved in some pink. I did a little knot, pulled it through the back, made another knot, poked it through so you can't see it, just to give it some color because I think she needed it. And I just did a little different mouth, I think. Yeah, a little bit different mouth than what they did. But, so there's mine. That eye is bugging me, but I'm not taking it apart again. These eyes were awful. They were the worst part of this whole thing. So, side-by-side comparison. I think Grace is going to like it. I will say, I don't know what makes this Squishmallow other than them putting it on the box. I wish they gave you like a little tag that you could sew on that said like, you know, like the little Squishmallows come with a little tag with their story. I wish we had something like that that you could attach to it. It's something I could probably make, but I shouldn't have to because I look at this and this doesn't scream Squishmallow frog to me. But I know Grace is going to like it. I'm my own worst critic. The family always seems to like everything I make, but I think they're biased. But I think she's pretty cute. And I think that's going to look cute in her little Easter basket. I definitely think this was worth $5. I definitely don't think it was worth $30, which is what they really wanted. And I think when I looked up on Amazon, I think I saw it for $12 or $15 right now. It's hard for me to say if I would say, I guess $12 if you do not have anything. If you do not have the polyfill. And I used all the polyfill. And the polyfill was nice quality. I will say that. I did like the polyfill. If you don't have safety eyes, if you don't have any of that, you don't have a hook, then absolutely I think what they're asking for on Amazon is very reasonable. And they do have other characters. I just wish there was something that let you know this was Squishmallow. So I don't think it's too bad. I think Grace is going to be pretty happy with it. She doesn't know I'm making this. I'm actually going to put this empty back up on my shelf so she thinks it's still up there because she has seen it hanging around when she was with me when I bought it. But she doesn't know I finally made it. So, Wendy, you're going to go to a new home. Am I going to be doing any more kits? No. They're too small for my hands. My hand hurts. Like this intricate things, it's very, very hard on the hands. I might do it could be a cute pattern, maybe in a plushie. That might be cute, and you can do it a little bit thicker and bigger. But it was very hard on my hands, these things. So, yeah, I probably will not be getting another kit unless they come up with something spectacular that is maybe not so intricate. Thank you for coming along with me, friends, while we made Wendy the Squishmallow frog for Easter for Grace. And a very happy Easter to all of you who celebrate. We'll see you all soon. Bye.